Shortly before 8 p.m. Mountain Time over Henderson, Nevada. A man there described a V-shaped object with 6 lights, which traveled southeast toward the Arizona border. About 20 minutes later, a former police officer saw a similar object fly over Polden, Arizona, some 160 miles away. He observed the lights through binoculars for several minutes, describing them as reddish or orange in color, before they disappeared over the southern horizon toward Prescott. At this point, calls started pouring into Seattle's National UFO Reporting Center. Witnesses in Prescott and Prescott Valley offered accounts of a triangular craft moving silently across the sky. One caller, who had been driving along Highway 69 just south of Prescott, said the craft took up so much of the sky that he could hold out his fist at arm's length and still couldn't block it out. An experienced pilot, the caller estimated its altitude at only 1,000 feet and its speed at much slower than a conventional aircraft would fly. The most dramatic sightings were soon to follow. Just minutes later, at around 8:23, the lights arrived in Phoenix, where a family living 2,000 feet up in the city's northern mountains had a spectacular close-up view. Tim Lay, his wife, his 10-year-old son, and his 13-year-old grandson all saw the lights approach from the north, which they said were arranged in an arc pattern. As the lights got closer, they appeared to slow down and assume the V-shape described in previous reports. Interestingly, witnesses in Prescott had seen the V-shaped lights transform into an arc before speeding away toward Phoenix. As the lights slowed down, they passed directly over the Lay family, only 100 to 150 feet above their heads. Tim Lay said the craft reminded him of a carpenter's square set at about 60 degrees. Though few details on the dark object were visible, the space between the lights blocked out the stars above, making the craft's 2 arms evident, each of which appeared to be at least a couple of blocks long. Lay said the area between the 2 arms, where one would find the horizontal bar and a capital letter A, gave the stars a sort of wavy appearance that he described as almost like a video projection. At least one other witness would later describe the same phenomenon. Heading south at what some would call blimp speed, the lights passed over the intersection of Indian School Road and 7th Avenue, where they reportedly hovered for 4 to 5 minutes. Witnesses there described the craft's shape as that of a rank stripe on a military uniform, and said it displayed a faint glow along its trailing edge. In a call to New Fork several hours later, a man identifying himself as a pilot at Luke Air Force Base said that 2 fighter planes had been dispatched and reached the